So I experienced some problems with the air distribution in my Golf mk7. I have problems when I try to direct the flow to the front, the feet, or the windshield. I can hear that the motor is jammed, cannot move, and currently the airflow is directed only to the front. So if I use my scan tool, I can see that I have a diagnostic trouble code, or DTC B109171, which says front air distribution flap motor actuator jammed. I've had similar problems and DTCs for both the driver and passenger air mixing flap motors before, so I have quite a good idea of what the fault would be here. So if we look at this flap motor, it basically consists of an electric motor and a gearbox with cogwheels inside, and it's all held together by the housing, which the two housing parts are held together by plastic clips. And this design, although cheap, will not survive over time. That's my experience looking at also the other flap motors I've had, the same kind of issue where the housing separates because the plastic clips either break or in this case cannot hold the force. So the simplest way to kind of fix this is either to buy a new flap motor, or my experience is just it's simpler, easier, and quicker and cheaper to just zip tie the whole thing together. So here you can see that what I did to fix this one was, since this only popped open, I put the tip of a zip tie and pushed it in behind all the clips to get a higher retention force on the clips. And I mean, since I don't want to open this part of the vehicle again, I also zip tied around it from two directions here to really make sure that this one doesn't open again. The flap motor sits in a difficult position underneath the dashboard, quite high up. This is looking from the driver accelerator pedal upwards. And after removing the knee airbag and also the air duct for the passenger side feet ventilation, this is the view that you have. And the motor is held by two Torx 20 header bolts, where the upper one is quite difficult to reach. We'll see a picture of how that can be done, but the lower one is quite easy after removal of the air duct part that holds the temperature sensor for the mixing air. To access this top bolt, we use a flexible bit extender. What I also want to show is how we remove the air duct that holds the temperature sensor, so we get the better access to the flap motor. So after removing the temperature sensor and snapping it out of this small duct, we can remove also the cable that sits on the top side, and then we just snap this part upwards and it pops open, and we get the good access to the motor.